Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the topic that is animal kingdom. So here we are going to discuss how the animals or the organisms have been categorized into different groups. So the first feature of animal kingdom classification is level of organization. So let me tell you, not all the organisms are similar. That means we have different type of organisms. So when we are discussing about animal kingdom, so it's the obvious fact that all the animals are eukaryotic organisms, but not the multicellular organism. So certain organisms, they don't have multiple cells, unlike humans and other higher vertebrates. So in that case, like we can take the example of protozoa like amoeba. So they don't have the multiple cells, only one cell is there, but all the activities can be done by the single cell. So this type of organisms, they come under the organization which is known as protoplasmic level of organization, because cell is the basic unit of life, or you can say the structural as well as the functional unit of life. So each organism has cell, so either it is the single cell or the multiple cell. So all the physiological activities can be done by the cell or in cellular level. So the next level of organization is cellular level. So here it comes the porifera phylum. So porifera means spore bearing animals. So this phylum, they have multiple cells but not the tissue. That means although cells are there but not in the organized form. That's why they are called the cellular level of organization. Then the third level of organization is known as tissue level of organization. That means although they have tissues but they don't have any organ. So in that case, the tissues are there but the organs are absent. So the phylum Coelenterata, it comes under tissue level organization. Then the fourth one is the superior one, which is known as organ grade system. That means starting from the phylum Platyhelminthes to Chordata, or you can say the human or higher vertebrates, they come under organ grade organization. So in a case of human beings, we have the multiple compartment for each activity. Like we have the digestive system, and the digestive organ is stomach. We have the excretory system, so excretory organ is there like kidney. So we have different organs for different activity. That's why we come under organ grade organization. So this is all about the level of organization, which is very important features in animal kingdom classification. Then the second feature which actually divides the animal kingdom is the coelom. So let me tell you what is coelom. Coelom is nothing but a body cavity, but you cannot say any body cavity as coelom, because the body cavity that lies between the alimentary canal and the body wall is known as coelom, and it must be lined with the mesodermal layer. In that case, you can say it is the true coelom. So not all the organisms have true coelom. So certain organisms, they don't have any coelom or body cavity. So this type of organisms are known as acoelomate. So one phylum, that is Platyhelminthes, or you can say the flatworms, they come under the acoelomate category. Then the second type of coelom is known as pseudocoelom. Pseudo means fake or false. So here the body cavity is there between the alimentary canal and the body wall, but it is not lined with the mesodermal layer. So in that case, you can say this is the pseudo or fake coelom. So the roundworms, they come under pseudocoelomate category. Then when the true coelom is there, that is called eucoelomate. So starting from annelida to all the chordates, they come under true coelom or eucoelomate category. That means proper body cavity is there between the body wall and the alimentary canal, and it is lined with the mesodermal layer. So based on coelom, the animals are divided into multiple categories. Then the third feature is known as body plan. Certain organisms, they have cell aggregate plan like the phylum Porifera. That means although they have cells or cluster of cells but not in the organized form. So this type of body plan is known as cell aggregate plan. Then another type of plan is known as blind sac plan. That means here the body is sac like with a single cavity. So the phylum Coelenterata and the phylum Platyhelminthes, which is also known as flatworms, they come under this blind sac plan. So here the alimentary canal has only one cavity. Then the third one is known as tube within a tube plan. So here proper alimentary canal exists with two cavities, or you can say two openings. So the outer body wall is present, and inside the body wall the digestive tract or the alimentary canal is present. That's why it's known as the tube within a tube plan. So here there are two categories. One is protostome, where the embryo first develops the mouth. So the phylum Annelida, mollusca and the arthropoda, they come under protostome category. Then the second type of category is known as deuterostome, where the embryo first develops the anus. So the phylum Echinodermata, which is the higher invertebrate, and all the chordates, they come under deuterostome category. So this is all about the body plan. So based on different features, the animal kingdom or the different organisms have been categorized into different phylum. So first, the animal, they have either cellular level of organization or tissue or organ grade of organization. If it is the cellular level of organization, so only the phylum Porifera, it comes under cellular level of organization. That means having multiple cells but not the tissue or organs. Then coming to the tissue or organ grade organization, again it is divided into two type of category. One is radial symmetry, another is bilateral symmetry. So let me tell you, symmetry means similar things. So here it is about the body plan or the division. So if the organisms can be divided into two equal halves on any plane passing through the radius, then it's known as radial symmetry. So the phylum Coelenterata and Stenophora, they come under radial symmetry. Another type of symmetry is known as bilateral symmetry. Here the organism can be divided into two equal halves only when the plane passes through the longitudinal axis. Then this type of symmetry is known as bilateral symmetry. Then again the bilateral symmetry is of three types based on the body coelom or the body cavity. So here, like I told you, that some organisms, they don't have true coeloms known as acoelomate. So platyhelminthes are the phylum or the group of organisms, they come under acoelomate. That means they don't have any true coelom. Then another type of phylum, that is askhelminthes, it comes under the category that is known as pseudocoelomate. That means although they have cavity, but it's not considered as the true cavity. That's why they are known as the pseudocoelomate. Then third type of category is known as coelomate. That means having the true coelom. So starting from the phylum Annelida to Hemichordata and all the chordates, they come under coelomates group. That means they all have true coelom. That means the proper body cavity is there with the mesodermal lining. So this is all about the classification of animal kingdom based on different features like level of organization, symmetry and the coelom. Thank you.